All right, Tom, we're getting started.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Yep, I just.
All right.
This is dead.
We will begin with the reports of our borough officers. Do we have any information from the financial advisor? So at this point, likely the financial advisor will be here at our regular council meeting and will provide her formal report at that time. Next, we have the police chief's report.
Yes, I will have a written report ready for council, but tonight I did put in your packets the bus patrol report for the end of the year. That encompasses not only Clifton Heights, but up at Harvey Township as a whole in the school district. And it shows the higher and lower locations where violations occur. It does not have a total of revenue taken in as a result of fines, because obviously people are going to appeal those fines, appeal those charges. So that's a monthly report that Stella sends to council, sends to the borough. And the other thing is we had our full-time test last week. I hope to have candidates ready for consideration by council. If not this council meeting, then certainly by the August caucus.
How many showed up for the exam?
We had 5 applications, 1 withdrew, 1 was no-show, and 1 failed physical agility. So we have 2 candidates for 2 positions.
Any other questions for the chief? Okay. Fire chief's report. Do we have anything from the fire chief? Okay. So we will get a formal report from the fire chief at the regular council meeting. Next, we have engineer's report.
Thank you, Madam President. I don't have a formal report. I will, however, for the regular meeting. Just an update. The road program was awarded at the last meeting, and we did issue the notice of award to the contractor. We're waiting on his contract documents back for the contract to be executed. At that point, we'll send it to PennDOT for their review and approval. The pickleball court plans and contracts will be completed next week. So I expect to have them advertised soon, provided council is okay with that. And lastly, just the last update, we're working with our grant consultant to upgrade our multimodal, PennDOT multimodal grant funds to include the additional sidewalk not in the school project.
Any questions for Mr. Kelly? Solicitor's report.
Thank you, Madam President. Thus far, the only action item that I may ask council's approval for is I was contacted yesterday from the county's redevelopment authority in relation to council members that have been here for some time may remember the redevelopment assistance capital grants. This goes back to Representative McCosey. Some 10 years ago, he was fortunately and unfortunately wildly successful in obtaining RACP grants for the borough, and the borough used them for various matters. But the RACP is also a matching grant, so we literally had there was millions of dollars there that would have needed to be matched. So at some point in time, this is before my time, what was remaining of the borough's RACP was transferred over to the project that R2K did, which was now where Bernie's Pretzels is, and that shopping center where the old Hillside is. for infrastructure improvements there. So they have utilized that, and it's a reimbursement type of a grant. So, they have to front all the money, and then you go through a very detailed process with the state in order to get the money back. So they're at the tail end of that. And what the attorney for the redevelopment authority indicates is that the state auditor, saw that there was a cooperation agreement between the redevelopment authority and Clifton Heights for the money that we utilize, but not for the part that R2K utilized. So what they're simply asking is to sort of clean this up, is for us to adopt new cooperation agreements that clarify that R2K is responsible for this amount and Clifton Heights is responsible for another amount. He sent me probably about 8 documents late yesterday, and quite honestly, I haven't gone through them yet, but I indicated that I would bring it up to council and indicate that we would put that on for our July meeting, pending any problems. But I don't really see any problem with it. We'll certainly have to work through the documents, but it's just really cleaning up something, a project that has been going on for a long time. And that's the only action item I have at the moment.
Any questions for Mr. McBilly? All right, community development and code enforcement.
Thank you, Madam President. I will have my prepared report for the council meeting. I'm happy to report that I did talk with an architect today. His client purchased the property at 25 and 27 South Diamond Street, which, if you recall, there was a fire there approximately 2.5 years ago that burnt the property to the ground. They purchased both properties, and their intention is to build one single-family home on the 2 lots. So it looks like they should be able to conform with our zoning. We're still very preliminary in our discussions, but I think it'll be a good addition to our residences there on South Diamond Street. Thank you.
Any questions for Mr. Gould? Okay. Manager's report.
Tom, can you hear me?
John, can you hear me? Can you hear us?
We can hear you well.
Okay. I apologize, Council. My flight was delayed due to lightning. So I wanted to call in. We have a couple good matters here. The first matter is we received a letter from DCED for the multimodal match. They waived the $300,000 match for the borough for the project along Springfield Road for the multimodal. So that was really good news for us. And there's a lot of work went in with JP, our grant writers, and council, supporting it as well, along with the mayor. So that's a good step. And about 2 days ago, we also received a letter from DCD. Not DCD, it's HUD, community block grant from the county. They recognized the need for the Madison Avenue, needed additional funds for when we moved it into McFadden Park, and they awarded us $125,000 for that project. So one additional thing I would like to bring up is we're going to apply for, there's a new grant program from the DCD called Main Street Matters program. And they've increased that amount to $20 million across the state. And from there, I want to get to on the agenda to have council approve it, that we apply for that grant and have our grant writer. I'll have a proposal for that to be able to get that. It also deals with side streets as well under this program, not just the actual main street itself. So that'll be going on as well. Council, for the last 2 weeks ago, you approved the equipment for the play equipment that has been ordered. We're waiting on notification for the results of that. That's all I have to report.
Could you repeat the last part about the playground equipment?
It's been ordered. I don't have a delivery date.
Okay, thank
Yeah.
you.
And of course, we have the 4th of July on Friday. Everything's set for insurance. Payment is check will be in hand for the borough's extra portion, and we're ready to go.
Okay.
That's all I have to report.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, John.
Any questions? Okay. All right. We can move on to board reports. Mr. Resnick,
Nothing to report.
Mr. Fagioli,
I have nothing.
Mr. Cannon. Ms. Bradley? Mr. Cannon and Mr. Berman and I attended the grand opening for Burlington Coat Factory on Friday, so that's officially open and available for shopping.
John,
And
you're cutting it out.
so I wanted to make sure everyone was aware of that. And then I also wanted to thank the police officers. I've noticed traffic enforcement happening at Springfield and Oak and on Windcliff the last several days. So that's always good to see because with the kids being out and having people there to enforce traffic issues is helpful. Mr. Gorman?
I have nothing.
Mr. Meyer?
Thank you, Madam President. Just a couple of reminders. Boys Club has their signups starting July the 10th. It's a Thursday, and then every Thursday after that. Then do we know where their signups? Okay, in the PAL building. We have a blood drive here at Borough Hall from 2 o'clock to 7 o'clock. That's Tuesday, July the 22nd. And we have a shredding and e-cycle July the 26th. It's Saturday from 9 to 12. That is also here at the Borough Hall. That is it for me. Thank you.
All right. Does anyone have anything else? All right. We're adjourned.